Happy New Year and welcome to the Bristol Music Show.
For those of you who don't know, we broadcast every Monday on BCFM radio at 10 o'clock and on Fridays right here on Main TV.
And we hope that you've enjoyed everything that we've brought you so far. It's been an awesome series and we've enjoyed it ourselves, so we're going to bring you some of our favourite parts from 2015 as well as some unreleased material.
So let's start with some of that. Back in the summer, BCFM's One Love Breakfast hosted the main stage at Bristol's Harbour Festival and showcased a whole load of local talent.
Love is all I ever want. Love is all I ever need. Love is like a message from above. Spread your arms, make me share some love. Love is all I ever want. Love is all I ever need. Love is like a message from above. Spread your arms, make me share some love.
Tell us a bit about what you've been doing.
Well, what we've done, we've joined up basically for the whole weekend, so from Friday all the way through to Sunday night. We're doing joint broadcasts.
Tell us a bit about the showcase. How was it? Was it hard to pick? 4 acts, wasn't it, that you picked in the end?
It was really difficult. We had so many in and it was so hard to choose. Bristol's got such amazing talent, it really has. So they were on the stage in front of about 10,000 people today. Amazing.
I've never been to such a perform in front of this amount of people, and for them to be so receptive of something they've never heard before, and just to cheer you on was incredible. So it was a good experience. I work full-time, partly working on the dream out of work hours. Hopefully that will be roles reversed and I'll be doing more music full-time soon.
It was absolutely incredible. Just standing on stage and sort of taking everyone in, it's amazing, it really was.
I've never played to anywhere near that many people before, so it's just unbelievable feeling.
I think there's so much opportunity. You know, every single night there's open mic. There's just tons of opportunity to get out there. If you want it, you can get it.
I think Bristol is one of the most supportive cities. Like, all the promoters are really supportive, and just the fact that we have a festival like this for free is amazing, really.
Big man artist BD, I've seen his brother on the circuit for a very long time now. So we got you out here. How do you feel about today, man?
Bro, so sick, so sick. It's good to see everybody out. There's thousands of people out here, man. It's wicked. I've never seen so many people in Harbourside Festival. I think everyone's got a festival bug at the minute, so. And plus, obviously, we got the whole talent coming up here, so I think everyone's just drawn into this.
Killers, I'm signing off the Bristol Homegrown Show. Big shout out to everybody out there that made it down. Stay locked in, we're going live from the Harbourside Festival.
Back in November, Ruth Royall performed 2 brand new tracks at the Folk House for the Bristol Music Show. Here's a previously unaired chat from the day, followed by her full uncut performance of Catch Me As I Fall.
Now here at the Folk House, where Ruth, you have performed a live session for us. You've got quite a good connection with this place, haven't you?
I do indeed, yes. I've had things to do with the Folk House since I lived in Bristol, actually. Either working in the cafe when I was very small, or I've done quite a few gigs here, quite a few performances, and run some singing workshops and all sorts of things.
So you're in your 20s now, so you've been making music in Bristol for quite a while if you've been here since you were really young then.
Yeah, I was here, I moved here when I was 17, and literally have been gigging since I lived here. I was doing a lot more folk when I was younger, sort of acoustic guitar sort of thing. And so I did quite a lot of shows here because they love that sort of stuff. And then as I've got older, I'm so fond of it that I put on some quite big shows of my own band. So yeah, it's really good. It's nice.
So your music's changed a little bit since you were younger. I guess you make soul kind of R&B style stuff now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's developed, I think, as most artists do. I've always predominantly been a songwriter, and that's the main thing that I would call myself. But as I've developed and listened to music and progressed, I think I've just been really drawn into that sort of R&B soul sound, and just the way that the melodies sit together and the vocals and just everything. That's where I've wanted to be.
I just want to focus on the session for a second because we asked you to do something a little bit different, quite stripped back, just you and your pianist. And it was amazing watching you do it because you were kind of learning as you went a little bit during the session. No, but it was really great because you wrote the piano, but then you gave it to your pianist to put together for you, and somehow it just worked really well.
Yeah, I mean, he's incredible. That's why it worked so well. Yeah, I had Paul Quinn playing keys for me, who I've worked with now 4 years on and off, just sort of as I've grown, and it's lovely to perform with him. So yeah, I write out these sort of basic chords, and I have this sound in my head that I know how I want it to sound, and I think he seems to speak my language, because I can just go, no, a little bit more, kind of like, just like do, yeah, just like, yeah, like that. I have no idea what she's on about, but we'll have a go.
Trying to find you anymore. I just can't keep you safe from it all. I will be forever in your arms, but I can't sit and watch you drown. I'm not saying I don't hurts me more than anything that's happened in my life. All I feel is so much love for you. I wish that you did too. I hope you'll find what you really want, and I hope it makes you happy after all. Promise I won't try to let you know that your heartbeat is a song I live for. I feel such a long, long way from you. It's strange to think that you're the closest thing I ever knew. Maybe it's just time you're looking for, but I can't help but wonder if we're ever getting home. I hope you'll find what you really want, and I hope it makes you happy after all. I promise I won't try to let you know that your heartbeat is a song I live for. Don't watch me cry, don't watch me go, just try to be there as I fall. Don't watch me cry, don't watch me go, just try to be there as I fall. Don't watch me cry, don't watch me go, just try to be there as I fall. Down, die, da 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 da.
In episode 3 of the Bristol Music Show, our very own rock and metal representative Ash sat down with members of Bristol acts Jupiter's Carnival, Mind Factory and Gonga to discuss their thoughts on the rock and metal scene in Bristol. Here's an extended look at their roundtable discussion, followed by a full uncut performance by Jupiter's Carnival of their new single, The Sun Still Shines.
So touching on the venue side of things, as we've kind of mentioned, there's quite a lot of venues in Bristol. You guys have obviously done the circuit in one capacity or another. Do you guys have a favourite venue and why?
Here, Stag and Hounds. I seem to be here at least once a week for a gig that's relevant to the niche genre I'm into, and apparently no one else is, but there is, because there's always, 50 people or whatever, maybe more, maybe less, watching the gigs, so here.
For me, I'd say the Louisiana, because we know quite a lot of people there. We played there multiple times. It's always a good vibe. And you can just sneak through the kitchen and then have a pint in the band's room when no one's looking.
I think Stag and Hounds, as Has said, is fantastic for bands because they put on 3 nights. And although to some musicians that seems like, a bit of sacrilege going on, it's not at all, because it means that, regular punters and stuff will come in and then they come to your gig, and people who didn't even plan on seeing you that night just stroll in the pub with all their mates, it could be 8 of them. Next thing you know, they're at a gig and they've discovered a band they like. So, yeah.
For me, one's not mentioned, the Thunderbolt. I've had some really top gigs there, and it's the crowds, you wouldn't expect it because it's in the middle of nowhere off on Bath Road. It's hardly, you've got to walk together, no one likes that. But no, I've had some really good nights with the Thunderbolt.
Throughout the year, we've been on hand to capture some of the best musical events happening in the city, from the Natural's first ever album launch to the rebranding of Dutty to That Thing. Let's take a look at some of the highlights.
We did a mix of kind of sitting down and making a big list of the people that we thought would do something amazing in there. And then we kind of opened the doors and asked the people of Bristol to put themselves forward, and we had a phenomenal response to the open call. And our rule in then selecting those people to be part of the project was to say yes to as many of them as possible.
We're Howling Owl Records, an independent label based in Bristol, and we're at the Naturals launch.
We don't see music as a gendered art form, and we want women to know that this is an option for you, whether it's a hobby, whether it's just you're not a musician and you connect with it, or if you want to work in the industry.
Gonga are the Bristol ambassadors, I think. Gonga and the Heads. Certainly as far as I look at it, are like legends of they're amazing bands, I think if they'd both been in the right time at the right place, they probably would have been a lot more known than they are, but everyone into this music in Bristol, they're the superstars of the scene,
How have you stuck around with it for so long? What do you like about open mic?
Well, I just love Bristol as a place. The music's fantastic, and the people that are in the scene is like a really big family.
I really like it. I love this song. I'm not going to sing it because that would be embarrassing. That thing, that thing, that thing.
Bristol's it's not an old scene, but it's a really caring scene.
It's welcoming, definitely. I can vouch for that.
And the people that come to the music shows here, that come to the gigs here, they really mean it. They really care about it, and it's take it back 10 years, and it was nothing like this. Now it's like this. The scene is happening here. I'm really impressed. Bristol's made a good. The people around Bristol have made the heavy music scene something to be excited about.
And I think that was the experience with every musician that we met, when they played songs. Either they would play songs from home that weren't their own compositions, or if they were composing their own music, without a doubt it was about home or the experience of migration.
Yeah, the album's out now on Howling Owl Records, and I never want to do anything like it again.
Specifically in Bristol, I noticed that there were lots of women working in various jobs, but perhaps not the person you would think of when those companies were mentioned, but doing a lot of the back of house work. So I wanted to address that and bring them to the forefront.
The idea is that you don't know what you're going to get until you walk in there, and that's really important, because then it means that you are really coming at it with an open mind. So you might turn up and there might be a headlining band, or there might be someone playing the spoons. You never know.
Like I say, just go there, go to Calais, and make connections and go and understand what the situation is through your own eyes, not through the eyes of someone who's reporting on your behalf.
I do it for love. It's my thing, but it's not only my thing. It's the thing of a lot of other people as well.
So there you have it, some of our favourite parts from 2015 and on to a prosperous 2016. What have we got coming up this year?
Well, next week, in fact, we're going to be here. Right here. At the Bristol Rock Centre. So we've got live sessions and interviews coming from here at their studios in Mangotsfield.
Catch you then.
Bye.
Bye.